You're hoarse.
I am hoarse. Too much talking.
Too much screaming or talking?
Lots of talking. Lots of talking.
Okay, I have to ask you, the first thing, once it was announced, what did he say to you?
He just looked at me, and I looked back at him, and you couldn't possibly put in words how we were feeling, but the expression said it all. It was really like, job well done. Job well done. Change the world.
You did. And
He did.
You helped, though.
Couldn't happen without him. Leadership and tone, vision, judgment, that all starts at the top.
People say that about you, too, that you can communicate. I've read that about you. I've never witnessed it. But people say that you can look at each other and communicate. You don't need to talk. And that almost since the very beginning, it's like when you met, you can almost kind of read each other's minds. Is that true, Valerie?
I think we have a pretty good sense of each other, how we think, what our priorities are, what our values are. We have a very similar sense of humor. So, yeah, I think we read each other very well.
Yeah. What is that like? Do you know what's good for him, what's bad for him, what he shouldn't do, what he should do?
Well, I know what I think. I'm not going to say we always agree, but I understand what motivates him. I know what his values are. I know how he was raised. I have a very good sense of the kind of core decency and empathy he has for mankind and the direction he wants to take our country. And he hasn't changed over the last 17 years that I've known him. He's always had the same commitment to focus first on people and what we can do to improve their lives. And when you stay kind of singularly focused on that, it makes it a lot easier to make important decisions. And over the course of his career, the decisions obviously have become more and more important, and the challenges, but the opportunities also that we face right now are enormous. And I'm just so proud of him. And he's so ready for this. He really is. He's absolutely ready for this.
The passion that's coming off of you, I can completely feel it.
Yeah, it feels good.
Do you feel like the ultimate insider?
Well, I feel so fortunate to have been a part of this journey. And so, sure, I'm an insider. I'm a good friend and an advisor. And so I've had really the privilege of traveling all over this country, this really great country with both Barack, President-elect Obama, I like to say, and Michelle, our new First Lady, and seeing America from a very different perspective than when you're just traveling on business or as a tourist. We've really had a chance to dig deep and get to know so many American people and hear their stories, hear their challenges, hear their hopes and dreams, and to see that firsthand and have the opportunity to participate in what's, I think, by everybody's measure, the greatest campaign that this country's ever had. Wow, it's very special.
I'm glad you mentioned that because, I sit on another side, and the media. I'll be honest, we
I
can
do know
pick
the
at the
media.
low-hanging fruit. We always want the controversy or
Right.
whatever. And to see how people react, often what you hear about in the news is not actually the case. We heard so much about race, but obviously it took every single kind of person, in this country who was registered to vote for Barack Obama in order for him to win. So, and that you don't always see that in the press.
Well, you see the contrary.
But you witnessed it.
And so it's interesting because every day throughout the campaign, beginning in Iowa, a state that's 98% white, where Senator Obama rolled up his sleeves and he worked so hard, and the whole time he was there, the pundits were talking about race, and he was talking to the American people about the issues that they cared about. And I think that what he proved in Iowa and what he proved across this country, and certainly the record number of people who participated in the vote in this election, in the general election, I think what we heard is no matter how you want to slice and dice the electorate, he resonated with the American people. And that they're kind of tired of being sliced and diced into all those different groups that you guys in the media love to look at the statistics. But in the end, the message was one that just resonated broadly, very broadly. And it transcended race, it transcended party, it transcended geography, it transcended class, because it was really an American vision.